what kind of things you guys are hearing. I always hear it from the mortgage side, but I'd love to hear it from the real estate side too. So that's my Mortgage Minute. Have fun, get some information, and then please do share it with me.
Awesome. We certainly will, Tammy. We'll share every bit. We're going to get to the nitty gritty of this and the platform and how you guys navigate that. But one part of that is that you are assigned to a team, right? Did you get your team number? You see that with your registration? I'm team number 66. Any 66 out there? Anybody? I know Rick Scott's on team number 1. I don't know what he thinks about that, but how cool is that? But anyway, Jennifer Henry, if you'll unmute yourself for a second, I know you did one of the team huddles last night, the only one, the first one. How did that go?
Awesome. It was really, really awesome. So the MAPS coach that's in charge of my huddle is the MAPS coach for operations. And there was all the people in my group are from different areas and different backgrounds and have different businesses that they're running. So it was really, really cool. Yeah,
I hear they're going to be spectacular. Really top MAPS coaches are running these. I can't wait to see who my coach is going to be. So don't miss that, because you're gonna recap everything that happened and share ahas and moving forward. So it's going to be it's not a part of the day you should miss, just to be clear.
The other cool thing is that in my huddle, they mentioned that for each one of the breakouts that you do, there's going to be a section over to the far right, which you might not notice, for documents, and they'll have downloads there for you to download. So that's pretty cool too.
That is cool. Awesome. Thanks.
Yep. Don't try to download them while you're in the session, because it takes you out of the session. So do it either before or after.
Okay. Good point. Good point. Rick, you want to screen share the platform and we'll get to some of the details, make sure everybody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So you all have your MegaCamp platform that looks something like this, right? If you've not logged into it yet, go to megacamp2020.com, megacamp2020.com, and it will bring you to a login page. You will use your email address that you used to register, plus the reference number or confirmation code that you received when you registered. If you don't know what that is, text me. I will let you know what that is. I have a full list of everybody who's registered, and I'm happy to give you that number. However, you should have received it when you got your registration confirmation. So email address that you used to register and your confirmation code or reference number, that will get you into this portal, and you end right here. It's a custom-made portal for MegaCamp. And what we thought we would do with you today, this morning, just to make sure everyone knows how to use it, is run through some of the tools that you have in this portal. Your homepage kind of looks like this. Yours won't say hello Rick unless your name is Rick. Yours might say something like hello Tammy or hello Debbie, right? And then you have your schedule here that you've built. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. You have some quick links over here on the right for the full agenda, your social media feed, which is specific to MegaCamp. This doesn't bring you back out onto Facebook or Instagram. This is a social media feed inside of this portal, so it's all about attendees. You can head to the exhibitors in the marketplace over here on the right-hand side as well. You can send each other messages or receive messages, and then have notifications about things that are happening or about to happen. So that's the right-hand side of your portal. The first thing you should do if you haven't done it yet is go into My Profile. You click that on the left-hand side and just fill out your profile. What's your title? What's your company? What time zone are you operating in? For most of you, that's going to be New York, right? A little bit of a bio. You come down here, you can turn notifications on, turn stuff on. You have to say yes to allow people to chat with you. You have to say yes to allow all these things to occur, or else you're not going to be on the receiving end of anything. You also have to turn your profile on so that people can see who you are. So all of those things, and then you scroll down here and plus your face, which I have yet to do. Right, if you have a photo with LinkedIn, you can just click this button here and it'll pull it in from LinkedIn. If you don't, you can simply upload that from your computer. I do encourage a photo, and then click down here, update profile. As it says, it may take 15 minutes for the updates to show up, so don't freak out if they don't show up immediately. So that's kind of step number one. Step number two is click on the full agenda and see what's happening, right? So our next thing that's going on this morning, you do have some exhibit hall hours that you can go and visit some vendors this morning, doing some presentations and hawking their wares. But the first thing we have here is at 10:30. Remember, these times are central. That is going to be key for you navigating this portal correctly in the next couple of days. These times are central time. If you read through here, it's 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern, right? So at 10:30, you have your first morning team huddle, right? So if you want to add that to your personal agenda, you just click the little heart. You see how this heart is white and this heart is red? It's because I've clicked on the little heart, so it moves it over into my agenda. So it shows up when I click on my agenda. Then, of course, at 11 o'clock, we have Gary's market update. And then a really important part of the day, at 12:30, we have lunch. And then we pick up again at 1 o'clock with Gary doing top agent panel interviews. And then you end the day at 5 o'clock with your afternoon team huddle. So by 5:30, you are finished for the day, unless you want to dive into more exhibit hall vendor demonstrations, right? And so as you go through today, and then of course, you click on Wednesday, tomorrow. Tomorrow we start again at 10:30 with the morning team huddle. And then at 11 o'clock, you start your breakout sessions. So now you get to choose from all these breakout sessions which one you want to do. Remember, they're going to be recorded, so you can multitask a little later and dive back in and see the videos of some of these, but you'll heart each and every one of those that you want to make sure you attend. To see your own agenda, once you've gone through the full agenda and favorited where you want to go, you just click on my agenda and that will tell you what you're doing for the day. Right, to get into one of the sessions, you would just click on the session here. You see this little arrow? It's a link. The whole session here is a link, right? So if I want to go into my morning team huddle at 10:30, I just come to my agenda and I click on this, and it will bring me to my team huddle room, right? There's still an hour and a half left before it starts, but that's where this will happen. There will be a video. There'll be stuff going on. On the right-hand side, as they noted before, there will be downloads, if in fact there are downloads associated with the session, right? And so that's what
I think
happens.
just scroll down on this team huddle and just show them where they opt in. So you're either an observer or a participant. If you want to be in the chat for that actual huddle or that actual session, you have to opt in.
Right. So and how you do that? You see, it says.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I add something? Because I know a lot of you guys will want to know this. When you go into the huddle, you're not on camera.
Oh.
So don't not opt in because you're worried that opting in means you're going to be on camera. You will only be on camera if you raise your hand and then the coach puts you on the screen.
Good point.
Yeah, and the way you opt in, see here, you have to check in here. Not checked into the session. If you just click this button, bam, now I'm checked in. Now it opens the live chat, so you can make posts into the live chat, see the live chat, and when you raise your hand to participate, your camera gets turned on and you will be broadcasting live throughout the United States and Canada and around the world, like the superstar you are. Make sense? And then there will be other opportunities for you. Whoops. Like Gary's session will be a kind of a watch it only session. Your breakouts are going to be more interactive. So do check in every place you go, because the system will also track where you've gone and help you later on with downloading from your sessions. You do have a notes section here. One of the things I learned yesterday is that if you want to use the notes section and you're in the middle of a session, if you click notes, it brings you out of the session. So if it were me, if you're on your computer, I would have a separate, Word document or something open, and you can take notes there. That way you can just kind of alt tab back and forth between your session and your and your platform.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah, Jen.
When I was in the session yesterday, the notes thing was part of the session, so it didn't take me out. It's actually on the side.
Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, I didn't recognize that. See, that's why it takes the village here, folks. So don't click the notes over here unless you want to go and review your notes, and they will show up over here when you come back to review your notes. There we go. And then you have you have a networking link. So the networking link, set up your networking experience. You're gonna have to go and fill this out. For those of you who are looking to meet other people who are, to form referral opportunities, I'm talking to you, Kimberly. How long have you been in real estate? What's your role? What's your average production? What's your main lead generation? What's your primary CRM, right? So tell people a little bit about you so that when they're searching and looking for networking opportunities, they can find you and you can find people who are either like-minded or like production or like or not like geographically, because you want to find people in other parts of the country.
Rick?
Yes.
I think they actually
Hi,
put
Dee.
you into a group.
They do.
They put you with like people when you fill that out, and they put you into a networking group. That's what happened when I did it.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yes, so if you don't fill this out, you don't get placed. So you need to fill this out in order to be placed. Thank you, Dee, appreciate that. And then, of course, your social feed. For those of you who can't stay off of Facebook, you have your own little MegaCamp Facebook right here that you can work with. You've got tech demos. If you want to come here and check out some stuff, you have a whole bunch of command stuff. You have some vendor things that you can watch. And then the exhibitors and marketplace piece, which is live right now, so I may not go to that presently. If you want information about the speakers, you've got that here. You've got information about the attendees here. You can search for somebody or anybody across the country. You do have a video library. Remember, most of these sessions will be recorded, so you can go to your video library, which is down here at the bottom on the left. After the fact, my understanding is that most of these videos will be posted post MegaCamp, and then you will have access to those videos for 60 days after MegaCamp finishes. A full 60 days to catch up and go back. There is a scavenger hunt that's going on. You can come here and read the rules and see how that works. You do have to visit the sponsors in order to be a part of that scavenger hunt. Those of you who've been to a family reunion or a MegaCamp before know that the scavenger hunt is always a fun part of that. So they didn't want to leave that out. It'll just be a digital scavenger hunt that you can check out. I'm not 100% sure what the leaderboard is. Anybody know what the leaderboard's about? I apparently scored 7 points.
When you do certain things, when you do certain tasks, I've noticed when I've clicked on things that all of a sudden I get, you got 1 point. So I don't know more than that, but when you do things like fill out your bio, that sort of thing, you get points.
I also noticed when I tapped on exhibitors in the marketplace, that gave me points as well.
All right. So the answer is whatever it is, we have no idea what you win, and we don't know exactly how to do it, but I'm going to win, damn it. Look, I'm number 3,658. We got to move that up. Although that's still top 10%, so that's not terrible, right?
It's also
maybe we should have a.
Also, when you download documents, it gives you a point.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you can see
Rick.
here in the middle here, you can see where I've gotten some points for. So dive into that, and then of course you have some shopping if you want to head out to MegaCamp, the MegaCamp store. Do know that takes you outside of the platform when you go to shop, and then if you need any support, you have a support button right there. What questions do you have about the portal or about MegaCamp in general? Anything?
I have a question, Rick.
Yes, ma'am.
Will the will, like Gary's presentation and all other presentations, be recorded as well? Or is it just the special breakout sessions?
Everything.
That's a great question. I believe it's everything.
Perfect.
Right? I believe it's everything. And
It
just
is gonna be-
note,
It is everything, Rick. I just don't know if the Gary stuff will be available at the same time as the breakout recordings.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
and if anything we have said here this morning ends up not being true or accurate, sorry, we did the best we could with the information we had.
You're not held responsible.
Exactly right. You're all going to be getting a waiver to sign just in case. So what other questions exist? Anything?
This is Dorothy. Is there any chance we could print the agenda so we can check them off?
I don't believe you can print the agenda. We live in a digital world now, Dorothy. I looked for that myself yesterday and couldn't find it. Just so you're not alone. And yet I think you can certainly do screenshots, but I don't think you can actually print it.
Okay, thanks.
Sure thing.
Dorothy, did you hear the part when Rick talked about, highlighting that heart on each session? So you actually just save the ones that you want to do, and that only those show up in your agenda. So that kind of simplifies it that way.
I guess, but
I have a little tidbit there. If you go into the agenda and you right click, it will allow you to print. I just tried it on mine.
I don't know. I tried that last night. It wouldn't work. So
There's
yeah.
also this form that you download where you can write your own agenda. You could you could do your one thing and your success list.
Yeah, that's a great form, Donna. Jen shared that with me. I'll send it out to everybody right after this call.
And I'm sorry, who was the person looking to print?
Dorothy.
Dorothy, when you have the agenda up, right click in where it has the date, Tuesday, September 15th, 2020, right click in that red strip. And that'll give you an option you'll have a drop down and you'll have an option to print and it'll pop up.
great. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, guys, anything else? Any other comments, questions, concerns? I'm just looking through the chat to see if we answered everything in the chat. You're muted.
Rick,
Yes.
my time zone says Africa, Abidjan. I don't know how to change that.
In your profile, about 4 or 5 clicks down, it'll ask you to choose a time zone, and you can choose America/New York.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And guys, all of you Stanford agents, sent out my email yesterday that we set up the training room to be socially distanced. We have spots for a total of 17 people in the training room. If you want to come on in and watch Gary on the big screens with us, just let Robert know. We still have a couple slots open, and we are serving popcorn.
And that's only for the group sessions, correct?
Correct.
All righty. Lastly, I'll answer this because it came up a couple of times in the chat as we finish up for the day. The way you log into this site, megacamp2020.com, in your registration confirmation email, you have an email that you use to register, plus your reference or confirmation number. Those are the 2 things that you need to log in. If for some reason you cannot find that, just text or email me. I do have a full list of all the registrants. I'm happy to give you your code and information. All right, guys. It's almost time. Getting ready, getting psyched, getting pumped?
Yes.
All righty. So Adonis, we are going to finish our day with Marty Miller. He's got a 3-minute version of something today. Adonis, you ready for us?
I just wanted to say, Rick, on the leadership board, if you scroll down when you click on leadership board, you can click on how do I earn points, and it gives you a breakout to let you know how you can earn all your points if you're really trying to win this competition.
See that? Well, I am trying to win this competition.
Also, I also wanted to say really quick, I don't know if Marty Miller's going to do it, and if he did, my bad, but the smart plans are completely live. It's not just the 10 smart plans. Now you have like tons and tons and hundreds of smart plans. Go into smart plans today. Look for a smart plan that other people are using. It's live. Do it.
Yeah, the Smart Plan Library got turned on yesterday. So there's now a bazillion of them. Adonis, take us to Marty.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about property notifications for clients on KW agent sites.
Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 4.0, and today is day 53. So today we actually have an update with regard to KW agent sites and how consumers interact with those. So we're actually going to take off our agent hat for just a second and put on our consumer hat and take a look at what it now looks like when I am in my, so whatever site I have logged in on, as a consumer. So I'm at my actual site as a consumer right now, martymiller.kw.com. I've gone in and I've actually logged in as a consumer. Okay, so I'm actually logged in to Marty, my site, as a consumer. And now you'll see that I have the ability, I've set up several saved searches in the past, but I now have the ability from my agent's site to click on my saved searches, and I can view all of those saved searches, and now I can actually start getting regular updates on properties that are being added to these saved searches. And as a consumer, I can do that by clicking on edit, and then I can come to email notifications, which is a new button here, and I can actually then say, hey, I want to start getting notifications instant, daily, weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. So Lake Travis, always an area that I've been interested in. Let's just say I want to do instant. As soon as a new property comes on in this price point in Lake Travis, I know those of you that live there are probably saying there's no way you're ever going to get a property in Lake Travis in that area, but you never know. I'm going to go ahead and click on save. And now I, the consumer, Marty Miller, will get emails from KW Command and the agent, Marty Miller, when a property matching my search criteria actually hits this custom search. So this is me as the consumer logging in to my favorite agent site, going in and clicking on saved, and then looking at all of my saved searches and editing those. I would need to edit those on a per saved search basis. So for example, I could come in and maybe the College Station Bryan area, maybe I only want to get updates on that maybe once a week. So I could change that to weekly and go through if I have multiple saved searches, so on and so forth. There are going to be some changes and some improvements and enhancements to how we as agents set up saved searches for our clients. But that's a Mega Camp teaser alert. I don't want to give away too much because that's never cool, scooping Keller Williams on Facebook or YouTube for that matter. So stay tuned to that. That's very exciting, and that's coming up here pretty soon. So this is now the ability for the consumer to log in to their favorite KW agent site, go into their saved searches they've created, and now change the notification setup. So you can definitely reach out to your clients and let them know that that is now a new ability within your custom sites. Guys, that's it for today, day 53. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Tuesday and had a great weekend. And
At least you got the day right. It is Tuesday. Good job, Marty. So awesome. Enjoy your mega day. Yeah, Dan's impressed too. Dan's like, Marty's got it right. So tomorrow is scheduling email campaigns for future dates. So we'll see you then. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. Make it mega. Bye-bye.
morning, ... So your reference number is 496779091, period. And it's your kw.com email that was used, period.